How's it going, YouTube? Right in front of me, this is the Teracube cell phone, and I'm going to quickly unbox it. Just like the good old days when I used to review a lot of phones. You get a thank you note and where to get some help. And the next thing we see is the phone. It has a screen protector and a case, I can already tell. But let's see what else is inside here. Wet and dry wipes for another screen protector that they will provide. This one is glass. SIM tool remover, USB Type-C. We can see a 3.5mm headphone jack with some nice, decent earbud plugins. And then lastly, the charger. So this is everything you get inside of the box. Okay, let's take a look at the phone real quick. It is a little flimsy protection here, but I love thin ones, which is already a plus where I like thin cases. And the phone itself is cold, solid, and metal. It does not feel, or it could be glass and metal, so you can feel the coldness when you're holding it. I like that accent color of red. Looks really cool. On the left side, we have the SIM port, up and down volume, the headphone jack, and the microphone, and the bump of the camera. And the bottom, we see the USB Type-C and 2 speaker ports. Front-facing camera, of course. So it does have a protection film on the back, and we'll remove it. Definitely nice and clean, and you can tell it is glass. The fingerprint reader right on the back, and the logo is actually pretty cool. So let's hit the power button now. There we go. Teracube, felt the vibration. It's pretty bright for this camera on top. Obviously, this little screen protector is a little nasty, so I'm actually gonna take it off. It's not the official one. It's just more of the protection, you know, packaging protection. It's not necessarily the real screen protector, so you can leave that on. A lot of people do until it falls off, and then you got a protection tube. Waste on the next one. But here we go, a lot cleaner, obviously. And now we're gonna do unlock with fingerprint. So now on the back of this sensor, we're just gonna do a one touch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 touches in order for it to get it. You can add other fingers. It has pretty thin bezels and it's a flat display. So let's just go into the system. And that should be popping up some specs right here. About phone says Teracube 1. There's 2 SIM slot ports. So you can have 2 phone numbers. CPU is an MT6771. CPU has 8 cores running at 2 GHz. ROM has 128 GB. RAM with 6 GB, which that is not low. That is pretty high for a budget phone. And the screen resolution is a little bit over 1080p. Screen size is a 6.23 inch. Front camera is an 8 megapixel and the rear is a 12 megapixel with a 3,450 milliamp hour battery. Running on Android 9. So obviously if you guys are familiar with how I do my phone reviews, I like to go through the speaker sounds, the vibration, and the camera. So right before I show you some sound, there is a wireless update. So if you click on that, it's a pretty big update with 1.23 gigabytes. All right, so let's turn up the volume. One speaker only so far. So the vibration motor does not feel super cheap, but it's not like incredible comparing to like a Pixel or a Galaxy or an iPhone. It's obviously not going to be on that caliber, but it does feel good. You got your Google Assistant, of course. What kind of bloatware do you have? None. It is all just stock Android Google apps. You also got FM radio, so you just plug in your headphones and that becomes your antenna. And then to customize little things here, you can see that's all the toggles. Click on that and you can bring up a couple more and obviously download a lot more. So we're gonna lock the phone and we're gonna test to see how fast it unlocks. So if I touch there, so it works every time. As soon as I place my finger, it works. The vibration feels alright. The speakers are not amazing, but they're definitely enjoyable to use. There's also quick gestures like double tapping the power button to launch the camera. I love that feature. There's also face unlock, so you can unlock your phone with your face. So right out of the box without installing any app, you have 11 gigabytes used from the operating system and the Google apps. Also the videos that I just took. A lot of storage for movies, apps, pictures, videos, music, you name it. Another cool thing that I noticed is when you have the case on, and if you turn on the flashlight here, you can see that the case actually lights up all around it. So if you enabled an app, if you're getting a notification, the last thing I like to test out is obviously the camera. Let me take a first picture here. So I just snapped my very first picture. So let's click on it. That it looks like it's pretty good quality, easily readable for being in the dark. I'm obviously going to take this outside. That's the photos, there's the video, and you can use the front-facing camera. Oh, that's video. I tried to do a picture, but it's okay. We're going to test it out in this dark environment. Let's go to the photo. Okay, so I just snapped the picture. Just right before I go outside, you can see this HDR mode that it was not turned on. That's the HDR on and HDR off. I'm not sure if there's a big difference. That's the quality of the front facing, what we're getting, the sound. That's my baby for now until I get my Cybertruck. Then I won't need all these cars that I have. They do not look like this when I buy them. I obviously restore them, fix them up a lot nicer, and looks a little jittery from my end. But we'll test it without the stabilizer. I'm not sure if it's going to be much better or if it does any difference. Do a lot of work to them. This one only did around 35 hours of work. Updated a lot of things, bought new parts for it. In here, and it's not focusing. Let me try tapping. There we go. So I document all the process of updates and stuff that I do. This was fully basically restored and painted inside. I call it the Deadpool, my Ryan Reynolds vehicle. I've taken every single piece out. Bare bones, like just bare bones. Redid a lot of stuff. This is the stuff that I've been working on that I'm not doing YouTube for. And again, it does not look like this when I bought it. And there you guys have it. This is the Teracube 1 phone. A good looking screen. Small bezels, camera notch cut out, a little chin on the bottom, but other than that, it's a great looking phone. So obviously if you want some more specs and information on this phone, you can check it out in the link in the description. And of course, check out other YouTubers' videos. Other than that, guys, thank you for being patient. Year has been really crazy for everybody, obviously, but hang in there, and I will see you guys next time. Later.